Hi everyone, this is Heather Lottinen from the Flourish Academy. This is episode 433. It's productivity week here at the FA and I'm answering your questions. But first, the goal setting, time management, productivity course for creatives. It's closing in a few days. The enrollment is only open for a few more days, so you'll definitely want to check that out. I got this message, before I get to the question, I got this message from someone who is enrolled in the course and she says, "Oh Heather, I have just watched the first video and this is amazing, so amazing. I feel like you are talking directly to me. I've had a very difficult few days keeping up, trying to make more time, which I can't, and it ends up being in the middle of the night. The synchronicity of these videos are unbelievable. I totally needed this right now. I'm going to watch the rest. You are amazing and life-changing. I am honored and thankful you shared these with me. Your timing could not have been better. Thank you for everything you do." This course is life-changing. I posted a video in the FA community showing you behind the scenes what the course looks like. Enrollment closes in a few days. Check it out. Okay, the question comes from my friend Alicia, and she says, "Currently, I have all of these ideas in my planner, notepads, on sticky notes, by my computer, and everywhere else. I'm not busy in photography, but busy in life, prepping for a new baby, getting ready for Christmas, etc." She goes on to explain. But my specific question would be, how to organize your creative thoughts for upcoming months without losing focus. For example, I have spring, summer photo shoots I think are brilliant, but I can't get to them now because it's winter. So what she's essentially asking is, how do you organize all of your ideas and thoughts even though you are unable to execute on them now? Well, you certainly need a plan and a system. I love processes. I am the queen of framework. So if something can go in my calendar, meaning it's time specific, then it does. And by the way, I talk to the future version of myself all the time through my Google Calendar. I remind myself like a year from now, like for instance, I personally don't think I got started baking my Christmas cookies soon enough this year. So I put a note in my Google Calendar that says, "Hey loser, make sure you start baking these cookies sooner because you'll regret it if you don't." Okay, I kid around with myself like that. I talk to myself in the future and it's pretty funny when I read it backwards. You guys, don't take me too seriously. Okay, so if I can put something in my calendar that's time specific. For instance, if you did something for your mini sessions this year, maybe it worked great, maybe it didn't work great. Could you possibly write yourself a note, say in late August, early September, in your calendar system, whether that's online or paper, and remind yourself of these lessons that you learned so that you maybe do a better job next year or you don't make the same mistakes. So if it's something that can go in the calendar, well, I dropped my pen. It's important. Okay, sorry. I dropped my pen because I wanted to say there's a difference between scheduling something that has a time frame, like I'm talking about the holidays or mini sessions in the future, where you can put a note in your calendar, versus you just have a ton of ideas. Like something pops up in your mind and you want to capture it, you don't want to lose it, but it's not necessarily time bound. So I buy stacks of these little notebooks on Amazon. They're super inexpensive. I'll post the link below, tons of them, and have them all over the house. And I have them with these red pens. I don't know why. I love these red pens. Maybe I do know why. They're Friction. I don't know who makes them. Doesn't matter. Pilot maybe? Yes, Pilot Friction. The reason I like them is because they erase. Isn't that interesting? And they just write really nicely. So I have a red pen in these notebooks all over my house. And whenever I have an idea, I just write it. Right now, this one says, "Fail trying, don't fail watching." I was apparently trying to motivate myself. It says, "Pursue your dreams." And then it says, "What is the most courageous next step I can take towards this?" How about that right here? I put these all over the house and I just take notes on them. And if it's something that needs to turn into a task, then it goes into either my Happy Planner or my Google Calendar, or possibly in one of my Trello boards. So I use Trello to organize a lot of my tasks and projects. So I will put things in there. Sometimes it depends on the nature of the item. Again, is it a goal? Is it a task? Is it tied to a time frame? But the key here is that you need to have systems, because if you don't have a system, your brain will never trust that you're going to remember it. And then it's left undone in two places, in your brain and then whatever system you put it in that you did not trust in the first place. So you have to start by establishing a framework with a system that you trust. I am all about the process. So I have these all over the house. These are just to gather thoughts and ideas. Those get translated. Sometimes they go into my Google Calendar, sometimes they go into my Happy Planner, and sometimes they go into Trello. And a lot of times they get torn off and thrown in the garbage because maybe I was just like thinking out loud. Some people have one journal that they keep for all of their ideas. I think that sounds lovely. That didn't work for me because I needed these wherever I was. I always have one in my purse as well, so that if I am somewhere and I think, oh man, I want to do that, I want to make sure that I capture it. So the key here is capturing it in a system that you trust. I read about this in a book once. Was it maybe Getting Things Done by David Allen? It was one of the productivity books where he just made it a point to say you have to have a system that you trust, because if you don't, then your brain is not going to let you forget about it, and it's just going to cloud everything. So, cluttered environment, cluttered mind and such. So that's the way I handle it. If you guys have any techniques or strategies for handling the mess in your brain, would you please comment and let us know your approach, because I love to hear how other people do it. I always get ideas that way. I got this particular idea about the notepads from my good friend Nicole Begley. She has these all over her house, and it seems kind of scattered and messy, which is not typically something I would do, but I like the approach is in that it just captures all of my ideas, and then I can decide where I want to put those ideas. Of course, I'm going to post a link below for these, and maybe these pens if you're interested. I just love them. They're pens that erase, and they actually erase pretty well, which is crazy. And the link for the productivity course, because again, enrollment closes in a few days. Don't miss out. Somebody will email me and say, oh, did it close? I missed it. I'm sorry. Can I get in? And I won't do it because I like to maintain integrity in everything I do in my business. So check it out. I'll see you in the next video.